Time's up. Which NFL managers will not survive the terrible Black Monday? Black Monday is coming. It is the day when, as the dust settles on the final week of regular season action, the NFL's worst-performing head coaches learn their fate. Will they be granted a stay of execution, in the form of another year at the helm, or is this the end of the line? Here we take a look at every team already eliminated from playoff contention and consider whether, come Monday morning, they will opt for a fresh start. Miami Dolphins. Brian Flores. At one point this season the Dolphins were 1-7 and Flores, who had compiled a 10-6 record the previous year, was in all sorts of trouble. They then proceeded to win 7 straight games, largely on the back of a strong defense and a sensational rookie wide receiver in Jaylen Waddle. That run has likely earned Flores another year, but he needs to get more out of Tua Tagovailoa, the former first-round pick at quarterback. Prediction IN. Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski led the Browns to their first winning record since 2007 last season, before beating the Steelers in the playoffs and then almost knocking off the Chiefs. This term has been a relative disappointment, but their head coach isn't going anywhere. Prediction IN. Minnesota Vikings. Mike Zimmer. Sometimes brilliant, sometimes woeful, the Vikings have been almost impossible to predict this season. Between 2015 and 2019, they put together 5 winning seasons under Zimmer, including an NFC Championship appearance in 2017, but after back-to-back losing records it may be time for a new face at the helm. Prediction OUT Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Smith. That 7-9 record feels generous considering how underwhelming the Falcons have been at times this season. Still, this is Smith's first year as an NFL head coach. He deserves more time to improve the situation and he'll get it. Prediction IN. Denver Broncos. Vic Fangio. The Broncos have had a serious quarterback problem since 2015, when Peyton Manning went off the boil and retired, and that has blighted Fangio's 3 years in charge. He is a respected defensive mind but hasn't exactly managed to make up for their attacking shortcomings with excellence on that side of the ball, while his clock management has been atrocious at times. Prediction OUT. Washington football team. Ron Rivera. It was a tricky year in the capital. They signed Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback, only for injury to end his season as it was just beginning. Chase Young, their brilliant second-year defensive end, and Curtis Samuel, a shrewd free agent signing at wide receiver, were also banged up for much of it. Rivera ought to get a 3rd year with the football team, new name to be announced early next month. Prediction IN. Chicago Bears. Matt Nagy's first year in Chicago feels like a long time ago. After starting with a 12-4 record in 2018, things have only gone downhill and they rarely looked competitive this year. The head coach will surely lobby for a 5th year to oversee the development of their first-round draft pick quarterback Justin Fields, but the Bears hierarchy must believe there is a better person for that job. Prediction OUT. Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll. Despite Carroll's excellent record in Seattle, 9 playoff appearances in 11 years before this season, including a Super Bowl success, it is no surprise that things didn't go according to plan in 2021. Tension with his star quarterback Russell Wilson in the offseason cast a pall over the Seahawks, and they never really shook it off. Carroll has plenty of credit in the bank, so his job is likely safe, but, at 70, will he choose to call it a day? Prediction IN. Carolina Panthers. Matt Rhule The Panthers went 5-11 in Rhule's first season, and now they've repeated the trick. The flip-flopping between the equally unimpressive Sam Darnold and Cam Newton at quarterback has not put Rhule in a good light, and his job would probably be much safer if Carolina had spent the number 8 draft pick on Fields or Mac Jones and allowed him to show some flashes of potential, or on the defensive dynamo Micah Parsons. This is a coin flip call, but Rhule has 5 years still to run on a valuable contract, which may save him for now. Prediction IN. New York Jets. Robert Saleh knew he was not taking on an easy task when joining the Jets this season, and so it has proved, but the ownership couldn't have expected immediate results. He should be able to whip the defense into shape in year 2. The progress of the offense will depend on quarterback Zach Wilson's ability to cut out mistakes and the health of wide receiver Elijah Moore, who looked like a future star when he was on the field this season. Houston Texans. David Culley. Another man who inherited a mess and has done a decent enough job. Houston already had a poor quality roster. A 4-star quarterback Deshaun Watson was ruled out for the season because of a litany of sexual misconduct allegations. Tyrod Taylor underwhelmed as his understudy, so Culley turned to Davis Mills, an unheralded rookie out of Stanford, and actually got promising results. Prediction IN. New York Giants. Joe Judge. If the football on the field wasn't enough to convince the Giants that Judge is not the right man for the job, then his 11-minute rant last Sunday probably was. Among a series of bizarre claims, Judge said a number of his former players had called him to say that they would rather be back at the Giants despite taking a bigger salary elsewhere. I can't imagine many people would want to be at the Giants right now, and Judge shouldn't be for much longer. Prediction OUT. Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell. Don't let the record fool you. There is hope for the future under Campbell. He inherited a talent-deficient roster last January, then saw his franchise quarterback, Matt Stafford, traded away to the Rams. The Lions unsurprisingly lost their first 8 games but a 2-5-1 record since the bye week, including a remarkable 30-12 victory against the playoff-bound Cardinals, is evidence of progress, and they have unearthed a gem in rookie wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown. Prediction: IN